to you if you don't have a GoGuru account. We're going to give you one absolutely free for the next 45 days so you can implement this process that we're talking about. We're talking about getting automatic reviews from your clients. So you're talking to people, you're signing them up on policies every day, and you're probably putting them into the computer some way or some fashion. We just need to get that information into the computer, right? If you can do that, I'm trying to set up a process where you can automatically get text message and emails sent to every client that you sign up asking for a Google review, right? And the power that this has is it's going to tremendously boost your online reputation. So when customers are going and trying to find you, you instantly start creating that brand loyalty. You already start working on customer retention before they ever become a client. And so we're going to dig into some of this. I'm going to go over some powerful stats that I've dug up here just to throw out there at you guys, just because I think that a lot of the times this is being overlooked. And I'm not talking about spending any money today. Everything we're going to do is absolutely free, no cost to you. Every tool that we're going to talk about is absolutely free here. And the only cost is GoGuru platform, and I'm giving that to you absolutely free for the first 45 days. So take advantage of this. If you don't implement this process, you're shooting yourself in the foot. So right now, I'm just going to be talking about the grandiose ideas, what I am challenging you to do, how to get it done, but I'm not actually going through the implementation process of that. I don't want to spend too much time for anybody that does. We're doing that on tomorrow morning's call. So if you sign up today for GoGuru, we do a live training call every Wednesday, 9:30 Central Time, every Tuesday at 10:30 Central Time. And so we do that call every Tuesday, 10:30 Central for about an hour. We get on there, we do some live building, we answer questions. It's kind of a group setting. So that's the time when we really do the building. So tomorrow on that call, we're going to implement this entire process that we're talking about here today. So just know, if you already have GoGuru and it's something you want to do, join the call tomorrow. If you don't have GoGuru, click the link below, sign up for your 45-day free trial, and then tomorrow morning jump on that call and we're going to implement this process. It's not going to cost you a dime. Again, absolutely free. So I'm just going to pull up some stats here. I just wanted to throw some stats out there to get you really thinking about what you may be missing out on by not asking your customers for these types of reviews. It's a really easy process. So again, these stats are kind of eye-opening, if you will. I think that you'll be surprised. Some of it just seems like an aha, duh, I should be doing that. You know you should be doing it, but you're not doing it, right? So let's first talk about the impact that reviews has on sales. Right? 88% of Medicare beneficiaries trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations when choosing a Medicare agent. Your online review is just as good as their friend or their neighbor or a family member telling them how good you are. So think about that. 88% of Medicare beneficiaries trust these online reviews as good as a friend telling them to. So they're just going online and they're reading the reviews and they're taking that at face value. Whether it's right or wrong, they're going online, they're reading these reviews, right? Positive reviews can boost your Medicare sales plans of 18% on average, right? So just these overall positive reviews on your Google My Business page will increase your sales by 18%. 92% of business-to-business partners in the Medicare industry are more likely to collaborate after reading a trusted review, right? Meaning like more of your providers, them referral partners that we're looking for, financial advisors, provider referrals, them things will go through the roof once they know that you have trusted online reviews, right? 92% of these businesses will trust you and refer to you if they read a online review to you about you or your business, right? So we have to be getting these reviews. We have to be collecting these reviews. You have to set up a way to collect these reviews. So the fact of the matter is 86% of the beneficiaries read reviews before they choose a Medicare agent. So they're going online, they're trying to find these reviews before they ever come to you. I tell agents this all the time. You have to have your Google My Business. It is probably one of the most important things about your business, and it is free, absolutely free, no cost to you. So if you don't, by all means, go set up a Google My Business. It's no cost, and it's the most powerful free listing you'll ever create. So go create you a Google My Business listing. After you have that Google My Business listing, we need to start to collect Google reviews, because this is where they're going to read about you before they come to you. Think about if somebody recommends them and they go online just to read about you, and they can't find you, your business doesn't exist, and you don't have any online reviews. That hurts you already, right? Now think about if that same person goes and they try to find you, they type your name in and your business pops up and you've got 10 5-star reviews, right? That goes a long way. So they're going on there, whether we like to believe it or not, our demographic, our target demographic for the Medicare beneficiaries, they're going online and they're reading these reviews before they ever pick up the phone and call you or come into your office. 57% of Medicare beneficiaries will only use a Medicare agent if they have a 4-star rating or higher, right? I'm not saying that only 57% of them use only 4-star or higher, but if they were to read the review, right, of the 86% that actually went and read the review, only 57% of them actually go with 1 out of 4 stars or higher. So again, just breaking down the numbers a little bit more. 73% of the beneficiaries have more trust in a Medicare agent with positive reviews. 73% of beneficiaries trust you if you have positive reviews. It's not like they're going to read all of them as well. They're only going to read 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 reviews at the most. Very seldomly is somebody going to read more than that about you. So if the first 4 reviews that they read are 5-star reviews, you're instantly creating the raving fan, the loyal customer that we're looking to create right off the bat before they've ever even turned into a client. So the impact of negative reviews, right? You guys might have seen the reel that we did promoting this webinar. The reel was, bam, I got punched in the mouth. And I said, hey, are you tired of only seeing Google reviews when you're getting punched in the mouth, right? Because what happens is, as Medicare agents, if we don't ever go and set this up, a lot of the times as business owners, the only time you see the review is when you're getting a negative review or a bad review. Right. So a lot of the times, the only time we get the review is when somebody is disgruntled, they're mad, or they have something bad to say about us. So 94% of Medicare beneficiaries say a negative review has convinced them to avoid an agent or plan. 40% of the beneficiaries form an opinion by just reading 1 to 3 reviews. That's what I was getting at just a second ago, right? But they're gonna read that, and within 3 to 4 reviews, they're gonna form their opinion about it. And if they've come across some negative review, it might convince them to avoid that. But if that negative review is buried because you've got tons and tons of 5-star reviews, they may never even get to it, or they may never even be seen. So it's just something to think about. There's a lot of search engine optimization benefits that come from using these reviews. Google prioritizes businesses who use their review platform. So if you have that Google My Business and you're getting reviews on there, Google appreciates that. It accounts for 10% of your actual search result, like your ranking. Right. 10% of your actual Google rank is just how many Google reviews that you have. 10% of it. So that's an algorithm that's been very tricky for people to understand for years now. And so if you know that 10% of it is just your Google reviews, I mean, I would be focusing on Google reviews, right? Knowing what I know, 10% is, again, that's very effective for the algorithm. So it goes a long way getting these reviews to boost up your Google business ranking in the search results, right? So continue to collect these reviews over time, continue to pile on, and Google's going to continue to reward you for that. So 70% of Medicare beneficiaries are willing to leave a review if they're asked by their agent, right? 7 out of 10 people will leave you a review if you ask them. The problem is we're not asking them. 50% of beneficiaries who have been asked to leave a review, but only 14% actually do so without being prompted. Again, getting back to they only leave a review when it's negative, only 14% of them actually leave a review when you don't ask them, meaning you're very rarely ever getting 5 or 4-star positive reviews. And when you do get a review, again, it's probably on the bad side. So if we can encourage them to do it just by asking them, 7 out of 10 people will do it. 80% of the beneficiaries who were asked to leave a review by their agent did so, right? So 7 out of 10 people will leave the review. 80% of them who were asked to leave the review actually did so, right? That is a big stat. Think about what you could do going this AEP if 80% of the people that you asked to leave the review actually went and did it. So let's just say you're going to sign up 200 Medicare beneficiaries during AEP, putting it lightly, right? You're going to sign up 200. If 80% of them actually went and left you the review, you'd have 160 reviews, right? Ask for the review by implementing software and technology to get the job done without putting any additional work or burden on yourself. We're going to do that using GoGuru Pro. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that using GoGuru Pro. The social proof. 54% of Medicare beneficiaries trust online reviews as much as a personal recommendation from a friend when choosing a Medicare plan, right? We talked about that a little bit. Reviews can increase click-through rate 25% of Medicare-related search engine results. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about with social proof. Let me share my screen here. Window, here we go. There we go. You guys should be able to see that, right? Social proof. So when somebody Googles you and they pull up your Google My Business, you want this right here, right? That is social proof. Social proof. We're going to get into something here in just a second where I talk a little bit more about social proof if you pay attention to like some of these right here, right? Take that review and repurpose it. Take the review and repurpose it. We're repurposing content. We're going to get into that here more in just a little bit. So, all right, back to it, right? Social proof. Reviews can increase click-through rates by 25% on search engine results. So you want that. If they're already showing your listing in the search results, you want it to be clicked. So just make sure you're doing everything in your power to make sure that your Google My Business is the one that's getting clicked versus everyone else is showing up in the search engine results. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. I'm going to show you some examples here in just a second. Some time investment. Responding to reviews increases customer loyalty by 124%. Responding to the reviews increases your customer loyalty by 124%. We're going to show you how to automatically respond to every review that comes in using the AI. Super easy to set up. Automatically responding to the reviews using AI. I'm going to show you an example of that. Automatically respond to every one of these reviews. View all Google reviews. If we go down and we want to look, you can see like every one of these has been responded to. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your kind words. Every one of them, it's automatically being responded to. So we set this up one time in GoGuru. The AI automatically responds to every single review. Very personalized, right? He's indeed an important part of our team. Thank you for your 5 stars. Thank you for your Nikki. We're thrilled to hear you found our insurance and Kate was able to assist, right? So they're very personable, but it's AI responding to every single one of the reviews. And the whole idea behind that, when we start looking at it, where did I put that? Got a slide in here. Oh, right here. Okay, I'm sorry. I was already there. I've gone off the rails. I was already there. So I'm not sure what I was doing. All right, but yeah, 53% of Medicare beneficiaries expects agents to respond to negative reviews within a week. With GoGuru, you can dictate, do you want it to respond to all reviews, or do we just want it to respond to 3 stars and above, 4 stars and above, 5 stars only, right? So we can dictate what kind of reviews they're responding to. But I have ours set to always respond to anything 3 stars above and more. If it's less than that, I want to go actually respond to it and address the customer's concern, because 45% of Medicare beneficiaries say they're more likely to contact a Medicare agent if they see the agent responds to negative reviews. So we always want to respond to the negative reviews, not in a condescending, mean, get out of here way, but we want to respond to the reviews in a way that shows the customer that we care, and we are trying to address their concerns in a way where we can approve for the next customer. We don't ever have this dilemma again, if you will, right? So always address negative reviews, always respond to the reviews. Let the AI do that for you. Hopefully it's few and far between when you're getting negative reviews, and most of them are positive, and the AI is automatically replying for you. Again, we're going to set this up tomorrow morning inside of GoGuru on our GoGuru weekly call. The review frequency. So 67% of Medicare beneficiaries consider reviews older than 3 months to be irrelevant, right? If it's older than 3 months, it's irrelevant. So we need to constantly continue to get new reviews. I can't just dump my clients into a bucket and send them out a text message one time and then never ask anybody else for a review. I may have gathered, 15, 20, 30, 40 reviews all at one time. But if 5, 6, 7 months have passed since I've got a last review, it's going to look bad on my Google My Business page. So I want to consistently keep dripping reviews. So when somebody goes and reads your Google My Business and they're going and reading the reviews, the only reviews aren't 6 months ago. There was one from a week ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 2 months ago, right? And then they're like, okay, this is an agent or this is a business who's constantly evolving, who constantly is working. They're not stagnant. I don't wonder if they're still working or if the shop is still open, right? If I can see reviews are coming in, it's a no-brainer that it's consistently dripping new reviews. 63% of the beneficiaries are more likely to check Google reviews before contacting an agent. So whether you like to believe it or not, people are going online. I'm one of them Nazis myself. I've done it. I've went online. I look at every business I go to before I even walk in the doors. I have this preconceived notion of whether I like the business or not before I ever walk in the doors. And this is what people are doing because they're gaining the knowledge prior to even seeing or coming in. Through online reputation. They're going up, they're looking on you, and they're taking other people's review of you at face value, and they're forming an opinion of you. And this is how it's going to continue to work and continue to happen at an even higher rate as we have the Medicare beneficiary population age. I say they're getting younger, right? The younger age is aging into Medicare, but their mindset with technology is getting younger. And so they're able to use these platforms just like you and I. And there's no difference in them when it's time to deal with Medicare. They're going and they're looking up who they're going to get their advice from. So it's very important to continue to have constant drips of reviews. Again, GoGuru is going to be that platform. You set it up one time. I set this up one time in AEP of 2021, and we still get reviews to this day from the work that I did 3 years ago, right? That's the power of the automation working for you. So the impact of the review quantity, you like to have a lot of reviews, but Medicare agents with no more than 50 reviews see about a 5% increase in client inquiries, right? More people are just reaching out because when I go to Google, I'm reaching out to the person who's on the top of the list. I'm not going to the very bottom and say, I'm going to give this guy with no reviews a try. That guy with no reviews may be a better agent. He may be the best agent in town, but guess what? He's never asked the client for a review and he's never gotten a review. And so nobody's going to know it. And the shitty agent, right, that asked every client for a review and got all these reviews, they're the one that's going to win the business. Is it because he's a better agent? No, it's because they have a better online reputation. See there? It's not because you're the better agent, even though you probably are the better agent. I have no doubt about it that you're the better agent. But if you're not managing your online reputation, customers aren't finding you because we're not sending stuff to you at the rate like you would hope, right? Medicare plans. Medicare with 5 or more reviews are 274% likely to choose it's supposed to say businesses with no reviews, right? So 270% more likely to choose the one with reviews versus the one without reviews. That's a big difference. So you do not want to be the guy sitting there with no reviews. We absolutely have to get you reviews. We're going to get you 45 in the next 45 days. Come on. All right. So the importance of review diversity. 82% of Medicare beneficiaries specifically seek out negative reviews to see how an agent handles the criticism. Again, as I was talking about earlier, when you get that negative review, how did you respond to it? Did you go on there and cuss back at them or tell them to piss off? Or did you address their concern and try to make it right, or at least see what you could make right and get it right next time, right? So address the concern, but see how but definitely pay attention about how you're handling the negative criticism, because again, the eyeballs are on you, especially when people are going online and looking for you in reviews. 68% of the beneficiaries trust a Medicare agent more if they see both positive and negative reviews. So is it just positive that play a factor? Absolutely not. Negative reviews play a factor as well. We can't get rid of negative reviews. Are they irritating when they happen? Absolutely. But we can't get rid of them. So what do? We just got to roll with the punches, address the negative reviews in a kind, professional manner, and then let it be what it is. Because the fact is that positive and negative reviews do work in your favor. They know that you're real. You do make mistakes, but obviously we want to have at least a 4.0 or higher on that review metric, because the higher to the 5.0 we can get, the closer to perfect we are. But having a little bit of imperfections, the 4.9, as you've seen with ours, it's a nice little touch to it, if you will, right? Like, so not that we want bad reviews, but we welcome all negative reviews, because again, we want to be better. And if there is a true issue with our business and our company, or an employee within our company, we definitely need to know about it. We need to address it. So we take all feedback. User-generated content. This is something that's big that I wanted to dig into, but user-generated content, such as reviews, can increase overall conversion rates by 161% for Medicare agents. 71% of beneficiaries agree that user-generated reviews make them more comfortable choosing a Medicare plan. All right, so I had read these stats, and so after I'd read these stats, I said, okay, well, if user-generated content is helping me convert more sales, and Medicare beneficiaries agree that user-generated content make them feel more comfortable using us, then how can I make sure that the reviews that are generated by users, right? I'm asking clients for reviews that are user-generated content. My client went and generated a review, user-generated content. If someone can read that and it helps me close at 161%, how can I make sure that review is getting read by more people, right? So we started to repurpose the review content. Right? We started to repurpose the review content. The impact of visual reviews. 85% of Medicare beneficiaries find visual user-generated content, such as photos and videos and reviews, more persuasive than text only, right? So if they can publish photos or videos in their review, that's more persuasive. But Medicare plans with visual reviews have 69% higher chance of being chosen. So again, it's a visual thing with these reviews. So how can I make the user-generated content feel like a photo or video? And that's where we started coming in with doing these posts. Let me share my screen here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. All right. That's when we started taking the reviews. So if I have a review and they say something on there, I'm going to take that review and I'm going to make an image out of it. So we just took the review, made an image here, put the agent that they were talking about on there, and posted it on the Google My Business post. Right? Where else did we post that content? Oh, well, we take that content. If you go look at our Instagram page, it's all over Instagram. So bam, you'll see that. Stuff like that all over Instagram. Where else did we post it? Oh yeah, we also posted it on Facebook. right? So LinkedIn, we're repurposing this social media everywhere in a visual fashion so it can get more eyeballs on it, because I know that when it's a visual image with user generated content, that the closing rate goes up, the customer retention, the brand loyalty goes up. So I'm just trying to get this as many places as possible. So to build up on that, we've taken these, we've put them on Facebook ads, right? We run Facebook ads. It's like kind of a video that scrolls through reviews. We've put it on billboards. So we got billboards with our agents' faces around town, and client testimonials or reviews, if you will. We've ran TV commercials with them. Bam, TV commercials that scroll down customer reviews. What else have we done? We've repurposed this review in so many different ways off of user generated content. I didn't even have to come up with the content. I took what our customers were actually saying about us. I made a Facebook post, put it on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, everything, Google My Business, right? Repurposed it all over the internet. Then we repurposed it for advertising on billboards. The TV, again, so you can see where I'm going with this. One piece of user generated content created about 10 to 15 different pieces of social media content for us, ads for us, everything. And so I can consistently do this and do this and do this and do this and do this, right? The beauty behind this is that there is a feature inside of GoGuru that's going to allow you to automatically post these reviews. And what I mean by that is there is a social media planner. So when we go in here and we go to the marketing, there's a social media planner. And when I go over here, I can say new post. Well, what do we want? I want to post all my reviews. As soon as the review comes in, post that to Facebook everywhere, right? So now I'm taking this, and then again, this isn't going to be as pretty as what we were just looking at, because we have a marketing team go and make that face and everything. But at the very least, you can automate Google reviews, 3 stars and above, automatically posting to Google My Business, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, right? And I could say only post 2 a day, 3 a day, 4 a day, however many you get. If you want to post all of them, post all of them, right? We keep it at 1 a day. Now I'm just going to say, hey, every morning, maybe about 9:46, using this little abstract image, or if you want to come up with your own image, bam, you can put your own image in there. All right. Now I've got my own little image. Well, it didn't work, but if it was the right size, I could put it in there. Or maybe I want to just use these little flowers here and create post. Now I have a scheduled post upcoming here that's going to use my Google reviews and automatically post them to the profile. So we're repurposing content. All right, repurposing the content to get more reviews. User-generated content, because customers trust authenticity, right? Authenticity, excuse me. 85% of Medicare beneficiaries say they trust online reviews as much as a recommendation from a friend if they believe the reviews are authentic. Meaning you just didn't get a bunch one day and that was it, and they're not from, all these random names or whatever. You just get a steady drip of reviews and they look real. They're going to believe that. 85% of the people trust them online reviews as much as a friend if they believe they're authentic, right? 73% of them believe that the reviews are older than 3 months, are less relevant, is not as trustworthy. So again, that goes back to the consistency of keeping on. Let's just keep posting, keep building up. All right. So keep doing just a little bit. And that trust that you'll get from the beneficiary who looks you up, they're going to sell themselves on you, and they're going to be a brand loyal customer before they ever even walk through the door and talk to you. And that's the power of using these reviews to build your online reputation. You're going to influence your brand loyalty. 52% of Medicare beneficiaries are more likely to become loyal to the agent after reading these positive reviews. Again, they're selling themselves on you. And again, our population, our Medicare population is getting younger. I say that because 91% of 18 to 34-year-olds trust online reviews, right? So as we continue to age in, the younger crowd trusts these reviews, trust these positive reviews more than the older demographic, but we're getting there, right? We've got an aging demographic. And so as we continue to go along, it's just going to become more and more important that you have these steps in place. The impact on longevity, right? Business longevity. I started looking at some stats on business longevity of people who ask for reviews versus people who don't. And so people who actively manage and respond to their reviews have a 124% increase in client retention versus those who don't. 124% increase by just actively managing your reputation. Medicare agents with a strong online presence and good reviews are likely to last 33% longer in our industry, right? There's a big stat out there that most agents drop out within the first 3 to 5 years of the industry. So a lot of that could be because they're not asking the reviews to refer them or asking to put the word out about them, right? So the longevity of your business is literally going to depend on you asking your customers for reviews. So be sure that you're asking customers for reviews. 87% of the beneficiaries trust the recommendations and reviews from friends and family on social media more than any other form of advertising. And I say that because this is what happens when you start posting these reviews about your agents, right? If you're not the agent and you have other agents. But what's going to happen is if it's about any of your agents that you're working closely with, you put their face on a social media post and you tag them in it with your business and you post it. Who's the first one that sees it? The agent. The agent clicks on it. Guess what he does? Like, probably comments on it. Then he shares it, right? So one of the first 5 people that's seen the post, liked, commented, shares. Guess who sees his post now? Oh, his family, his friends. Guess what they do? Because they're excited to see their family friend winning, right? They like, they comment, they share, right? So what happens in the first 30 minutes of sharing a review post is it gains some social media traction, right? Because the first 50 people who have seen the post actually liked, comment, or engaged on it. So it's gaining the traction, right? That is hacking the Facebook algorithm and getting it to show it to more people because now it thinks your post is more relevant. Hey, the first 50 people, 30 of the first 50 people I showed it to, comment, like, shared it, right? So this post must be worthy of showing to more people. So it gets more and more engagement. You're hacking the algorithm naturally just by sharing the post. And this is what we figure out over time. And you're doing that, right? So the social media influence, when people see that, is going to attract more and more customers to your business. Again, these seem like small things. They seem like things that you should be doing, you should be doing, but you're not doing it. We're going to automate the entire process for you. Automate the entire thing for you. You heard me. We're going to automate the entire thing for you. We're going to automate the entire thing for you. I'm going to say it again. No, I'm not, but we are. And this is how we're going to do it. Where is my, here we go. Right. This is the 45-day Google review challenge, the GoGuru Pro 45-day Google review challenge. This is what you're going to get. So if you use the link below, you're going to sign up for the 45-day free trial to GoGuru. You're instantly going to get emailed this PDF. In this PDF, all these links are clickable. So you should be able to click that. It's going to take you to the
all right. Good afternoon.
To the page to walk right on through how to set that up. So you're going to get this PDF telling you exactly how to set up your business page, right? Adjust the review settings. We're going to do all of this for you. We're going to walk you through this. If you don't want to do this at your own pace, join the call tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we're going to do this on the call. Me and Will be live on the call tomorrow morning doing this. You'll have access to that call by joining the 45-day free trial with GoGuru Pro using the link below. Use the link below to sign up now. And we're going to be on the call tomorrow morning going through exactly how to integrate your Google My Business page into GoGuru, have you select your business page, how to set up that reputation so we're posting all to the right business page, right? We're going to set up your text so the text message goes out, what that text message says. We're going to add your logo to it. We're going to set how often they're going to get the text message until they reply, right? We're going to send them a text message and we want them to leave a review. We're going to try again every 3 days. 3 times, right? We're going to set all this up tomorrow. One of the next steps is going to be registering your A2P. That's your cell phone number, so you can actually send text messages out, right? We're going to walk you through that process. We're going to set up your email domain. So GoGuru is allowed to use your domain, your @BobbyBrock Insurance domain, to actually send the email out, so it gets delivered to your customers with your branding. That is optional. If you don't want to do all that, it'll go with the GoGuru Pro email, but ideally it comes from your agency and your company. So it just looks uniform with the rest of everything that you have going on. And then last but not least, we're going to set up that workflow that actually sends the review request out. And during that, we'll actually dictate what's the trigger going to be when you book an appointment and you mark them as showed, or when you add a tag to them, or when they're an actually active client that you write a policy on. What is going to trigger all of the automation in the background? We got to figure that out. And again, we'll dig into that tomorrow morning, give you a couple of options on what's going to be, what's best for your business, which makes the most sense. So we're going to do all of that tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you guys all on that call. Again, 45-day Google review challenge. I want you to get 45 Google reviews in the next 45 days leading into AEP, because what this is going to do for your online reputation is make sure that you have a successful AEP. You're already going to have a successful AEP, but I want you to double the growth of what you're already planning on for AEP. So by January 1st, if you implement what I've told you here today in this webinar, I promise you will have 200 Google reviews by January 1st, 45 in the next 45 days, and another 155 in the following days leading to the end of the year. I promise you will have 200 Google reviews by the end of the year. Come on, let's join me. Let's do it. We're going to get you 200 reviews. Don't not do it. Don't be a lazy bum. Let's do it. Let's do it together.